Yeah, sorry about all that. We're just trying to help solve the problem, and definitely not attack you in any way. So again, I apologize if I came off that way. That was not intended. Um, if you hear a bunch of like scuffling and some yakking, it's definitely me making a dive for the garbage can over here on my left. I don't know, man. It feels like my stomach was like scoured with a Brillo pad. Uh, I'm on a ginger ale diet today, so it's probably nothing. I don't have anything like weird like what is it? I don't have like nothing like IBS or Crohn's. I don't have nothing like that. It's just something I ate, man, was deadly. Like I think it's got some kind of toxin in it or something. I don't know. Okay. So let me show you what I did. Basically, I can go in and take a look at game saves. And really, all it is, just to let you know, it's just I have a generalized function that looks at a format. You provide it the format, and what it does, it parses binary files. That's really all it does. So you say like the first 4 bytes is the ID. Then when it parses the file, it'll take those 4 bytes and it'll put it in and like kind of like an array, but it's a dictionary, and it will call it ID. It's a little more complicated, but that's basically what it does. Okay, and so what I do is over here I've got a let me get this up over here. Let's look at the game saves. Oh man, I'm gonna have to have my daughter probably go give me something for nausea. Let's see. All right, so, all right, just ignore everything I say. All right, so like over here, right? I can take a look at what I call required plugins, right? And all this does is it looks at a game save because in a game save there's a table that has there's data in a game save that has the plugins that was active when that game save was created. See, you can see none of mine are grayed out because all of these files are currently active in my load order. If I deactivate one and then I go in and run this again, they'll show up as yellow. If I remove that file, if I go over here and do like a remove and delete and I get rid of that plugin, it'll show up as gray. So gray means that it's in the game save, but it's not active in the load order, and gray means I simply don't have it in my load order. But I can still use that to look at other game saves. Because I was sitting there thinking, well, maybe I can take a look at what's in that game save, and maybe that might help. I don't know which one this is. This is the one that it's March Bunk. No, it's not that. It's Skywise New Game Exit Vault FOS. Okay, so the function, I don't know if I have them over here or not. Maybe I do, but what I'm going to do is functions use operational codes, just opcodes. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab the opcode here. It's 2560. I can type it in, but it's much faster to do it that way. And it's how I do all my testing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to directly execute a function, and all this is going to do is pass this parameter to the central processing core of this application, this front end, right? And it's going to prompt me for a game save. So now with this, I can go into the desktop and I can grab this new game exit vault. Okay, so I'm going to grab it. And what it did, it pulled all of these files out of that game save, all of these plugins, and there's a bunch. See, as you can see, you have SS2, and then there's your XPack, and there's extended, Tiny Living, but see, like, you got Happy Trails. I'm going to mark all these as we go. There's an add-on. Some of these might be in the helper mod. I'm not sure, but this way, that's the reason I uploaded it, so you could look at it to see. I don't see cheat terminal in here. So if I do a find, right, and I'm going to do a find on cheat. Well, I can't even spell. See, if I do a find on cheat, right, it is not here. So, but if I do a find on, let's say, pack, you can see that it highlighted it. So cheat terminal was not used in that game when it was saved. So that's not the issue, okay? At least not in the game save you gave me. See, this is better settlement defense over here. I think if you look at it, just to show you. So this will give you some context as to what, let's see. See up here, better settlement defense. See, it is not active. So it's warning me basically that if I load this game, this plugin isn't active in my load order. If I load this game, these are not found. These are not even installed at all. But when I look at this, and that's on me. Like, I really didn't take time to look at it. I was actually in a hurry, and like I say, that's my fault. But if I take a look, let me Z this out a little bit. So if we take a look, you know what? Let's do it like this. Let's highlight everything with SS2. So therefore, we can see what is not SS2. So I don't know what all this stuff is. Like, there's a workshop unlocker. You got Jamaica Plain Jamaica Plain pathing. That would make sense, so you could build or something. Random sellers, don't have a clue. But that's the reason I put it up there, so you could. You know what? I can't really save this highlighted because these are highlighted when this text is rendered. It does a custom draw on pretty much everything, so it's highlighted when it's rendered. It's not part of the actual item itself, and that's the color that's showing up when you do one of these things. Like if you go over here and take a look at the required plugins, that's what this is. This is the actual color of the item. That's one of the things I was looking at before somehow I had system shut down. Oh my god. I hope this doesn't go on all week. Man. Okay, but this way you can kind of look at it and see. Maybe Yagasan can look at it and see what. Because you're probably 100% correct. Maybe these I've never used like the helper, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to defer that to you guys. But maybe these are all his stuff. I don't know where Met is coming from. Because I'm pretty sure Met is not in. I don't think it's in here. No, that's help. Let's see. Let's see if we can do an F3 here. Yeah, so in the city plan you gave me, and like I said, you can go up here and take a look. Like, you literally can look at the data. There's your masters. There's nothing. There's very few masters in that. Workshop framework, SS2, and that's about it. There's really not much in your game save. If you actually take a look at this, what we can do to show you is if you use something like hex edit, what we want to do is we want to look for SS2. Let's see. So here's a list of the plugins. You can see it right up here. So it looks like these probably start with Fallout 4. See, this is a list of your plugin. And these are more than likely B strings. Let me see, what is this value here? 46, maybe. Yeah, this might be it. No, probably not, because 46 is definitely not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so this is a Z string. So each one of these strings is terminated, but you know, that's interesting because there's one byte there. I'm not really sure why. Huh. Yeah. Well, don't quote me on it. I'm not really sure what that is. But, because C is like, let's see, you have A is 10, B is 11, C is 12, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so see, oh, I know what it is. It's a word. This is a W string because it's, I forget what it is. It's like little Indian or big Indian. I forget the two. But you have to take this like as O, 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 C. It's in reverse. So this is a W string. So this is the size of the string, and then this is the actual. I don't know why the heck they used. Like, I guess because a plugin could be more than 255 characters, because that's about all you could have, or yeah, that's about all you can have with a byte. So this is a W string, and that's what it is. So if you want to look at it, it basically has the size of the string, the number of characters, and then the size of the string. And probably what is before this, I would have thought for this, there would be, I think there's a number up here. I forget how I get it when I parsed it out. So I'll eventually parse out the actual game data itself, like, but that's going to be a while because I can tell you it's definitely not going to happen today. So that's where I got it from, so you can kind of see it. So that's why I posted that, so you could look at it, and whoever, you know, like Yaga-san, whoever can take a look to see if that's what all this stuff is, because I can definitely see Yag stuff is here. Pathing would make sense. Those are pathing fixes. But I don't know, like, I haven't looked at the helper, the helper thing, so I'm not sure if there's a list of mods, like the screen, like on Mod Helper, where it shows the headers up there, those need to be expanded so you can take a look and see what plugins are actually installed. And I know you did it because it wouldn't all fit. It just wouldn't fit. Or maybe that's the way Wabbajack did it. It you know how you got those little, at the top, you got like these little red and blue headers that'll say like something CPC or something SPC or SPCA or something, man, I don't know, but like something like that. But those need to be expanded. So some of these may fall on them and not, but that's what I wanted to show you, and you can see where I got it from. And that's why I posted it. It wasn't to like take a stab at anybody. It's because with me, what I do is I look at the data, and then I try to, because I don't really have access to the scripts, so all I can do is contextually look at things and then say, okay, in my past experience, how would I have done it? And then I try to look at the results compared to how I would have done it. And I know everybody does something different, but usually logic kind of flows the same way. So like if you're gonna report on the contents of a file, you have to open it first, and you have to do seeks into it, or you're just gonna read every single record. Same with the database. Like SQL, same thing. But that being said, so the general processes are the same. So, man, I totally got off track. I think I'm probably going to go sit down and let my stomach calm down a little bit. But I'll be back on here, and I've got some coding to do. I'm going to do a little bit of gradient brush work, and then, well, I've already done it. That's what you see here. It's just a little bit of simple gradient brush stuff. I need to do it for this button, and then just need to put one line of code in, which is somewhere here. Let's see. Right here. So I just wrote a function over here that just has gradient control, and that's really all it does. And then I'm passing the buttons to it. So I got a couple more to put in, then I'm going to go take a short break. But just wanted you to see that. And we're still tinkering away at it. I don't want this video to get too large. It's just listening to my voice is enough to probably have anybody put their head in the sand. So, all right, so hang in there, and we'll see if we can figure this out, because I'm curious if all of that is literally SS2 stuff and YAG stuff. Well, who would put meh as a script or whatever the heck that was? That blows my mind, because to me that's a debug thing. Like, I've done it before. Over here, when I've done localization files, mine are a little bit different. They have equal signs, but the software will actually handle it if I do it like this. It'll work the same. But anyways, God, what was I saying? I can't even think. All right. Well, anyways, I'm gonna take a short break, and then good luck. I mean, good luck with it, and we're still gonna help you do this somehow. Like I say, I'm trying to figure out where meh comes from. 'Cause that's like that's like debug code. Like, meh is like debug code, you know. And what I'll do is I'll put something over here. I'll take this out, for example, and then I'll put like meh, don't use this. And then if it comes up as a message, like if this comes up as a message over here, then I know that something is using it. And like if it comes up as a message over here, something's actually using it. And I can then say, okay, I missed something there. I've missed one. So that's the only thing I can figure out. So hang in there. Let me take a short break, and then we'll just kind of see what all we can come up with, okay? All right.